Next in our program, we have a very special guest who I was told to introduce as the motivator for why we are here. If you look at the pictures to either side of the podium, you'll see what this gentleman represents in working with the Carry the Flame organization to honor those that have come before and those who have served our country. Please, it's a special, special honor to have with us, and please welcome Master Sergeant Tim Chambers, United States Marine Corps.
So I want to first say thank you, and thanks for the promotion. I'm just a staff sergeant. I may have the heart of the gunny and the eyeball of a first sergeant, but I wear the rank of staff sergeant proudly. It all started for me many years ago, trying to do more, trying to make a difference, trying to honor all these veterans around you and their sacrifice and their service to our country. I was in Washington, D.C. I was educating people about the forgotten war, the Korean War. It's not forgotten in my heart, and I pray not in yours. And I was out in D.C. educating people, giving long overdue appreciation to the Korean War veterans. And that's what I learned about all these veterans coming into town were for. Rolling Thunder, Run for the Wall, Carry the Flame. And I thought to myself, why aren't more active duty coming out to greet them, to shake their hands, to give them a hug, to take away some of their pain? So I was out there, one-man working party. I was learning a lot of our history. And a lot of the old vets, they see me and they see that I have spit-shine shoes on, and they really love that. Right off the bat. Well, I thought, could I do more? Could I take it that extra step? Veterans are zooming by on their motorcycles. How can I reach them? I'm waving at them. Some of them are blind, some of them can see. I don't know if they can see me, if they can feel me. So I jumped in the middle of the street, and I popped up a salute. And 4.5 hours later, about 400,000 Harleys rolled around me. There were roses all over my feet, and both sides of the street rushed me. And we spent another 2 hours in the street, giving out hugs. There's one thing I may run out of, and that's ammo, but never hugs. Well, I got flooded with letters and pictures what that meant to the veterans and the family members, so that made it my calling to go back next year. And I've done this for the last 6 years. Veterans have come to me, and when they realize I was that Marine, they get very emotional, and they tell me I gave them their welcome home they never got. And that can make me stand tall all day long to know that I provided that for them. And even more, some of them said that they could never make that phone call they promised their brother that was dying in their arms to make. But they made that phone call 30 years later. I gave them the courage. And they had that long overdue reunion with their brothers in arms and sisters and made it to the wall. That's what they came there for, but they just couldn't go. A few years ago, I did a name reading honoring the fallen. I traveled with Rolling Thunder Chapter 1. And I did this name reading honoring my fallen from Iraq and Afghanistan. Your sons, your daughters, our parents, our uncles, our aunts. And I put that weapon in front of me for 4.5 hours so America could see it. And if they didn't know what it was about, I prayed that they'd find out. Well, I've done this the last 6 years. And this year, I'm very privileged that Carry the Flame allowed me to travel with them. I'm on leave. This isn't endorsed or supported by the Marine Corps. This is my moral duty, to do what I feel is right and do what I can, not being put in harm's way. So my message traveling across country is to reach Americans and let them know that when you live your life to the fullest, when you exercise your right as an American, you honor our service and you don't let their sacrifice go in vain. When you reach out and help fellow Americans in need, when you help the less fortunate, when you demonstrate compassion, you're not only an American, but you're a patriot of America, and just as patriotic as the service members that served in this generation and every generation past. And that's all that is a direct representation of the fortitude and commitment and love that the service members have. Now, it's been used against us as our weakness time and time again, but we stand tall. I only ask the youth of our nation to do one thing for me. The whole world is there for them, and I'm proud to serve to ensure that their freedom will be there and they can do what they want to do, I ask them to further their education. Because someday down the road, they're going to be called upon to stand tall. They're going to be asked to make a decision. It just might save lives. Is there more I can do? I think there's more I can do. And I'm going to do it. And no one's going to stop me. I'll stand out in that street till everyone comes home, our POWs, our MIAs, my brothers and sisters, till freedom rings. If that's what it's going to take. Just take an ounce of that pain of 6.5 hours saluting, and just take an ounce of that and go make a difference. And you've honored my service. Now I'd like to introduce a great man that's allowed me to journey with them across country and reach families that lost their loved ones and help them heal. King Cavalier,